So now we have two types of goals. First is the performance goals, and second is the professional development goals. I will just discuss a bit lang about these type of goals because there are still a different there are still different types of goals, but I chose these two because these are familiar to us, especially teachers and school administrators. Let's start with performance goals. It focuses performance goals focus on what needs to be accomplished during the year, including specific tasks, projects, or outcomes. So performance is basically what, answering the question what. Unsa man, unsay mong gusto nga ma-achieve this year? Unsay mong gusto mahitabo sa imong eskwelahan? Unsa mo gusto mahitabo sa mga teachers? So I'll give you an example. Let's say si Principal Maria would like to improve the MPS standing of their school. This in school year 2020 to 21. Kana palang daan what that is already a performance goal because the task is specific, the goal is specific to improve the MPS of the whole school in all subject areas, in all grade levels. Let's proceed to the next slide. Now, I have here an example of an administrative assistant performance goal. In the first column, it is indicated here na ang what or unsa ang expected sa iyaha or sa administrative assistant na kailangan i-accomplish. To ensure 100% of HR files have completed 1 to 9 forms by December 31, and then you will just change the 20 to a year. So let's set it as 2020 on December 31, 2020. So sa atong mga school, we call them ADAS na, no? So it expected sila sa HR department of the division level that they would be able to complete 9 forms. Now, kana lang daan is the goal setting lang. So let's focus on that. Now, I will just mention the sum of the parts sa kaniniya nga performance goal. So, nadiri example steps. So, how would this administrative assistant be able to achieve the goal? So, performance 1 to 9 form audit, create list of non-compliant files, gather necessary 1 to 9 forms, create compliant documents, perform quarterly audit, submit audit report to manage quarterly. So, kinsa may responsible person, ana? Of course, si administrative assistant. So, si Debbie Smith. This is just an example. Measured by, so I've mentioned in how to create goals. Kung sa SMART, specific na ang goal, specific na si goal, kaya natay what, yeah, kani pa jud na pagitay measurable because unsa mo pag-measure if na-attain ba to niya, completion by due date. And pa jud si due date, si when, February 15, so it's specific again, and status. So it depends if pag-check ba sa HR head if the administrative assistant was able to complete in process or ongoing or have not started yet. Okay, let's move forward to the next part or the next goal, which is the professional development. Ganina, we only focused on the performance goals. Now, let's proceed to the professional development goals. It focuses on how the work will done, acquiring skills, competencies, and knowledge needed to perform the current job or prepare for expanded responsibilities. So, sa professional development, we focus on siya sa how. So, more on skills. How would the employee or the teacher be able to achieve or unsaon niya pagbuhat tong mga assigned task or goal sa iyaha. Right? So, I prepared an example. I submitted this one to Dr. Kabatingan, and I chose to present this because I can also relate to this. My goal here, but the goal that I made, the professional development goal that I made is Teachers are highly motivated and well-equipped with various teaching strategies. Ang mga teacher unta well-equipped of different strategies, not just the traditional strategies, but also the modern strategies, specifically good sa ICT. Now, of course, if we set goals, we also have to set objectives para at least into chunks siya. So how would we turn the certain goal to three objectives? So ani nako. First is to encourage teachers to pursue graduate studies. Second is to improve teacher strategies by letting them participate to various trainings and seminars. Third is to enhance teachers' performance because if ma-enhance po ang iyang teaching strategies or ma-improve, there's an expected na ma-improve sa iyang teaching performance. We have here key performance indicators, so you can just read that later. Now, I'll give you an example program because I am talking to professional development goals. How? Programs. Kung saan nila pag-improve or saan nila pag-enhance sila mga teaching strategies. First is the conduct of in-service training, pre and mid-year, should be strictly observed. Responsible persons, teachers, master teachers, and school administrators. You can also invite speakers or resource speakers for this. Budget, an honorarium of the teachers worth 200 pesos per day and 500 pesos for the resource speaker. Target timeline start is May. For the pre-service, we have on the month of May. So usually ato man ang ginabuhat fourth quarter sa May. So usually May 26 to 30. It's a 5-day training. In the in-service, we always conduct it on October, 5 days gihapon, and usually by the 4th week of October, kanang before sa All Souls and All Saints Day. So I also included here some of the expected outcome. The teachers are expected to submit necessary reports needed for the training, or in short, they are all expected to submit an output para na-prove sa that they really gain something from the training. And teachers' strategies and performance are expected to be enhanced due to the learnings gained from the training. I have another example here. Okay, kaning gitawag og nako eskwela pa ma'am or sir nga program. So teachers are highly encouraged to pursue their graduate studies. Just like us, teachers and administrators mo eskwela jud ta, not just for promotion but also to gain knowledge para po kita sa well equipped, diba? And teachers will be given recognition if they will be able to graduate in their graduate studies. This is my plan. So ganant ako hopefully na if the teacher would be able to graduate na adjud untay recognition. So responsible persons would be teachers and school administrators. Then budget is 1,000 per teacher. I know it's small, but it's already good. At least the teacher would be able to receive something. And aside from the monetary value, we can also receive hopefully og certificate. The timeline for that is open time siya. So ako lagi set diri from June to March. And outcome would be more teachers are expected to have at least a master's degree at the end of the school year, or improved teachers' performance is also expected. Right. So that's it. Now let's proceed. We're done with the goal setting. I hope nakasabot mo sa kay the importance of goal setting is siya mag-set sa tong path. Okay? Siya may more siya ka ng guidance. Mura sa akong giingon sa akong professor before nga tudong lesson plan is our Bible, our guide. Wala sa atong buhaton sa isa ka adlaw, sa atong i-achieve ng adlaw, so that we will be more motivated. Right? Now let's proceed to the next important part of this discussion, which is the performance appraisal. Okay, what is performance appraisal? Performance appraisal is defined as a systematic process in which the personality and performance of an employee is assessed by the supervisor or manager So in our case, our school heads or our supervisors or maybe our superintendent would be the one to assess us, because I'm talking for the part of the teachers. So against predefined standards are very important, because they would not be able to assess us if we don't have standards, right? Such as knowledge of the job, kabau bata mo teach, quality and quantity of output, high quality ba tong outputs, the instructional materials, leadership abilities, let's say for the school administrators, kabalo ba sila mo handle silang school, attitude towards work, if tapulan ba ka, or if dili ba ka punctual, sige ka galit, grabe kay ka katarde, cooperation, judgment, versatility, health, initiative, and so on and so forth. So basically, sa performance appraisal, mura siya nag-assess if na-achieve ba ito ni mo imong goals. Kung ang imong performance or imong mga ginabuhat, imong actions, in line ba or parallel ba siya sa imong goals na giset prior prior or before pa na ka nag-start sa imong work or sa imong school year. Okay, so now I will be sharing to you some important ideas about performance appraisal. Right? Ngano or why is performance appraisal? Kailangan ba gid tagi na check i-check jud kung ka-bright ba gid sa atong subject, or if we know how to handle our teachers? Kailangan ba jud ta nga mag-memorize pa gyapon sa mga different laws? Okay, so I just included here six importance of performance appraisal so that you will be enlightened that this is also a vital part of our work performance or our job. First, performance appraisal helps the management to take decision about the salary increase of an employee. Okay? So, kailangan ba ni, if I am a company owner, small, mga medium enterprise owner, na ako'y gitinda nga, let's say, naninda ko og mga RTWs, and then ako'y mga tao. And then, how would I know if kailangan ba salary increase sila if I will not evaluate their performance? If maura ba gyapon their performance last year, if they were able to sell more RTWs, kung daghan kay bag sales silang gisulod sa kong company. So, di ba? I won't be able to know that if I will not appraise their performance. Second, the continuous evaluation of an employee helps in improving the quality of an employee in job performance. This is also very important because it's also the basis na ma-improve ba ang performance isa ka employee. Because the employee would also know his or her performance at the end of the year. Okay, parts of performance appraisal is the feedbacking. Third, the performance appraisal brings out the facilities available to an employee when the management is prepared to provide adequate facilities for effective performance. The next, it minimizes the communication gap between the employer and employee. This is my favorite because during the performance appraisal, especially in schools, teachers are given time for feedbacking, no? Kanang natay mga surveys, conduct ang mga students, unsa bay evaluation, unsa bay feedback nila to teachers, and the HR department would also conduct a feedbacking, kanang feedback ginatawag nga, I forgot the term, but the feedbacking between the teacher and the HR nga if nindot ang gibuhat ni teacher, okay, kumakomment din sa HR, but if not, of course, nasa gyud mga i-improve kailangan ang teachers. So at least it minimizes the communication gap, makasabot sa si teacher unsa iyang kailangan buhaton, yung mga lapses. Si employer sad, if in case, or si administrator's principal, if naaga na siya yung mga problema, if naaga na siya yung nabuhat na din maayo, the teacher could also talk to her